There are two major trails in the park. The larger trail is the O Trail, also called the Paine Massive Circuit. It is walked counterclockwise. The other trail is the W Trail, which is part of the O Trail but also includes two dead-end side trails into the Francis Valley and the Torres Valley. This video covers the hiking and tent camping from the central Torres campsite to the Paso campsite. The video is part 2 of a 5-part coverage. The links to the individual parts are found in my YouTube repository here. The O Trail has several camping areas. Here in part 2 I will cover Central Torres, Ciron, Dixon, Piras and Paso. We will start at Central Torres camping area, which is the common starting point for hiking the O Trail. The tent camping area is a small section of a large flat area at the foothills of the Pine Massif. From the hillside you get an overview showing the tent camping area, the large hotel and the refugio area, and the welcome and transportation center where you are dropped off by bus. You don't need to check in at the welcome center and can walk directly to the camping area. At the camping area you have a small congested hut where you present your reservation. The bathroom facility is simple and primitive. If you're lucky you may find a bit of a privacy, but don't count on it. It's a very busy place. Next morning you may venture out on the relatively long trail to Ciron. It follows the Paine River. It will likely feel as a strenuous walk, being the beginning of your long journey. It should feel good to make plenty of rest stops and give you more time to look forward and backward to enjoy the scenery and the path you have traveled. Finally, seeing the Ciron campsite in the distance is quite a relief. Ciron is nicely located in a large flat area surrounded by rolling hills, and the facilities are adequate. Here, as in most of the other campgrounds, you see tents cramped together, offering little privacy. This could have been avoided by better planning with proper vegetation spread out over a large area. Next morning you head out on the trail from Ciron to Dixon, passing Paine Lake and continuing following the Paine River. Towards the end of Paine Lake, you will get to the Corian Guard Station. It serves as a permit check station to ensure you have permits for the upcoming demanding portion of the O Trail, where you need to get across the Ghana Pass. Corian is not a camping area. You may find some resting hikers probably realizing that carrying a lot of stuff for about a week's hike on the O Trail can be quite demanding. You will finally get the spectacular view of the Dixon camp from a steep hillside and virtually have to slide down on your back on the steep trail leading to the lower lying areas. Dixon is very beautifully located and the views from the camping area are just wonderful. The facilities are primitive and on a small scale for the number of campers. This camping area could have been much better without the horse camp next to the campers. The strong winds of Patagonia, horse manure dust and tenting is a bad combination. Horse manure just does not belong in a camping area. The camping area could also be much improved by a better utilization of the large area to create more privacy instead of the cramped tenting area. You have to be very lucky and innovative to get a tenting spot like this that is unfortunately very hard to come by in this park's campgrounds. Next day's hike brings you into a spectacular area surrounded by mountains. you'll get towards higher elevations and colder temperature. You will pass through beautiful forested areas. You may meet a convoy of horses that should not share the hiking trail in a popular park designated as a national park. You will have to, with good faith, cross some bridges in poor conditions and questionable integrity. As you get towards high elevations, you get the first glimpse of some of the glaciers and the misty, cold air from the glaciers. The Piros camping area is cramped and not very inviting and poorly designed, with a shelter area inadequate in size for the great number of campers let into the park by its for-profit enterprise type of management. Days with bad weather not suitable for crossing the Ghana Pass will also increase the congestion at the Piros camp. The toilet facility is inadequate in size and was in need of repair. You may be lucky to experience as nice weather as I did in my summertime solo crossing of the Ghana Pass in the demanding hike from Piros to Paso. It can be a lot different. Looking back, as you head upwards towards the Ghana Pass, you get a glimpse of the Piros camping area in the distance. Looking upward, you may see some hikers negotiating the uneven ground in the slow approach to the Ghana Pass. You will begin to see the spillovers of some of the smaller glaciers. Finally, you'll get to a few stakes and rock pilings marking the Ghana Pass crossing. Hopefully, you will take enough time to marvel over the breathtaking view of the majestic, huge Great Glacier unfolding right in front of you. Enjoy the magnificent view to its fullest extent, because the steep, challenging descent towards Paso along the mountainside is a whole different experience. The poor condition, difficulty and danger of the trail is poorly communicated by the park, tempting inexperienced hikers to venture out on the old trail. As you descend, you get closer to the glacier and get some great views of the glacier before you arrive at Paso. Paso is not a very pleasant place for camping. It has some disgusting toilet facility and poorly designed and maintained tenting area. Perhaps your only enjoyment here will be seeing the local fox, but be aware of losing some important items like a shoe to this very intelligent animal. You're better off experiencing the glacier views in the vicinity of the camping area. This completes the coverage of the upper part of the old trail. The rest of the old trail is covered in part 3. You find its link and the other links in my YouTube repository given here.